the number line.
Our old friend the line is about to get a makeover. Say goodbye to the plain old line and say hello to the number line. Hello, number line.
Here's the number line. There are some things to notice about it. See how it is marked by the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way up to 10. In fact, that arrow on the right side of the line means that the numbers keep on going. So, continuing in that direction, you would next have 11, then 12, then 13, and on and on and on. Notice that there's an equal distance between each number and the number before it and after it. And let's not forget 0, found on the left side of the number line. You may have noticed there's an arrow too on the left side of the line. We'll talk about that shortly.
You can add and subtract on the number line. Here's how.
You can count to figure out addition problems. For instance, we can figure out the problem 5 plus 2. Well, we start on the number line at the first number in our problem, so we start at 5. Our problem asks us to add 2 to 5, so we take 2 jumps to the right, 1, 2, because we're adding, and we end up here on 7. We've shown that 5 plus 2 equals 7.
You can also count to figure out subtraction problems. For instance, we can figure out the problem 9 minus 6. Well, we'll start on the number line at the first number of our problem. So we start at 9. Our problem asks us to subtract 6 from 9. So we take 6 jumps to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because we're subtracting, and we end up here on 3. We've shown that 9 minus 6 equals 3.
We can even go into negative territory and deal with negative numbers on the number line. Take a look at the number line now.
We've still got 0, and it's in the middle. We've got positive numbers going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The arrow on the line means the numbers can keep going on and on and on. Let's look to the left of the 0. Moving left from 0, we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. The arrow on the line on the left side means the same thing. The negative numbers can keep going on and on and on.
We can still add and subtract on this number line. Let's give it a shot.
Here's an addition problem. What is negative 2 plus 5? We still start at our first number in the problem, so we start at negative 2. We are adding, so we still move to the right. The problem asks us to add 5 to negative 2, so we take 5 jumps to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we end up in the positive side at 3. So we've shown that negative 2 plus 5 is 3.
Here is a subtraction problem. What is 2 minus 6? Well, 6 is a bigger number than 2 is, but we can still figure this out. We start on the first number of the problem, 2. This is a subtraction problem, so we move to the left. We need to subtract 6 from 2, so we take 6 jumps to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We end up on the negative side, on negative 4. We've shown that 2 minus 6 is negative 4.
How about fractions? Part of a whole? You know, like 1/2, 1/4, and 3/4? Yep, we can show them on the number line too.
Here's our original number line, numbered from 0 to 10. Let's take a closer look. See the marks between 0 and 1? Halfway between 0 and 1, we've got a mark. That's 1/2, a fraction. Notice 2 other marks between 0 and 1. These marks divide the unit distance into 4 equal pieces. So the one closest to 0 is 1/4 of the way from 0 to 1. That's 1/4, another fraction. The one between 1/2 and 1 is 3/4 of the way from 0 and 1. That's 3/4, yet another fraction.
We can put fractions between each two numbers on the number line. Say between 4 and 5.
Okay, see the marks between 4 and 5? Halfway between 4 and 5, we've got a mark. That's 4.5, a fraction. Notice 2 other marks between 4 and 5. The one closest to 4 is 1/4 of the way from 4 to 5. That's 4.25, another fraction. The one between 4.5 and 5 is 3/4 of the way from 4 and 5. That's 4 3/4, yet another fraction.
Okay, it's time to supercharge our number line and take it to a whole new dimension. You ready for this? I don't think you are. You ain't ready for the supercharged number line. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready. You're good. Let's go. Let's do it.